Prosecutors say 13 members of a violent gang now face over 250 charges. Grand jury indicting the group last month. Investigators say they are part of a criminal street gang that is responsible for 18 shootings, including homicides in Commerce City and Denver, and targeted members of rival gangs. The indictments follow a multi-year investigation by the Regional Anti-Violence Enforcement Network.
Good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing today? What's going on? We got some breaking news out of Denver. Not really breaking, but it's within the last month. It's pretty new. We got some new gang indictments, so I figured I'd cover those real quick. As you can see, members of the 2DS gang, or a gang called Too Damn Smooth, were indicted. 13 members were indicted on 55 charges, I believe. They actually killed 2 people. We'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, what is that about? Oh, how you doing, Rich? I thought that was the emoji with the dude puking. You know, the guy that's puking the green stuff. Morning, how you doing, Rich? What's going on? Good idea. Yeah, so well, I did some investigating. I had to look into it and do some investigating because I had never heard of this gang. Right, they call them Too Damn Smooth or Too Damn Styling or 2DS, and I had never heard any of it. All I've seen so far is that they all got the damn Edgar, right? They all got the same haircut. Here, let's get into that real quick. Hold on. Let's see.
Prosecutors say 13 members of a violent gang now face over 250 charges. Grand jury indicting the group last month. Investigators say they are part of a criminal street gang that is responsible for 18 shootings, including...
Look at these Edgars, boy. Boom, boom. Even the black one. Boom. Whole crew's like that. Out here in Denver, if you see that haircut, that means they're deadly.
Homicides in Commerce City and Denver, and targeted members of rival gangs. The indictments follow a multi-year investigation by the Regional Anti-Violence Enforcement Network.
Here we go. Now, this is from Commerce City. This is actually this was caught on the security footage. There we go. There you can see they spun back for the homie. This happened. This is from Commerce City, Colorado. And that was like I said, that was that was one of the murders that they've been accused of. It looks like it's close to like 250 something counts and managed. And the investigation only seemed to be about a year long. And these dudes managed to actually rack up like 255 felonies and 2 bodies. We'll get into the actual some of the paperwork here in a second. But I did some investigating on these dudes yesterday because I had never heard of the gang. So I put some feelers out there to ask who they are. What I'm getting back at, this is actually like a subset of the Bloods. And so since the homie started talking to me about it, I started asking him, because he's a young Blood. I said, what's the deal these days? What's going on here? You know, because whenever I was growing up, there was 2 rides. There was a Mexican Blood ride and there was a Black Blood ride. But that's changed in prison out here since then. And I says, hey, man, how's that work? You know what I mean? Because he's a young Chicano. I said, how's that work if you go to the joint? You know what I mean? He's a young Chicano Blood. He said, I ride with my people. That's it. I ride with my people with my race. And he's like, that's not even like a... In prison, I guess he's saying almost like there is no Chicano Blood ride anymore. That's not a thing anymore. You just ride with your race. So let's get into some of this. But I'm not 100% sure. This is just, but that's what he told me. Whenever I asked him, he said it right away. He said, yeah, those are Bloods. So am I 100% sure on that? No, I don't know any of these dudes. I'm not 100%. But the youngster told me he knew exactly who they were right away whenever I asked him. And I know who he is. I know he is a young Chicano Blood. I know who he is. And he's right away, he said, "Yo, yeah, them are Bloods." And there's a bunch of subsets of the Bloods out here. There's a bunch of Chicano ones. All right. Let's get over here to this grand jury indictment. Let's go. Okay, Denver DA Beth McCann. Denver grand jury indicts 13 members of the Too Damn Smooth gang on 255 criminal counts. Denver, last week, a Denver grand jury indicted 13 individuals on 255 counts and alleged crimes involving 113 victims after a multi-year investigation by Raven, the regional anti-violence enforcement network. As a result, the Denver District Attorney's Office has now opened criminal cases against each individual. According to the indictment, the 13 individuals were all members of a criminal street gang that identified itself as 2DS, Too Damn Smooth, or Too Damn Self-Made, or Too Damn Stylin'. The group is accused of violating Colorado's Organized Crime Act, as well as being responsible for 18 shootings, including drive-by shootings that put innocent bystanders at grave risk of death. One shooting incident resulted in the homicide of Jesus Duran Maldonado in Commerce City on February 26, 2022. Another shoot, so that's what, a year ago, right? Yeah, that's a year ago. Another shooting incident resulted in the homicide of Christian Chirino Salazar in Denver on May 28th of 2022. So that's less than a year ago. That's 9 months ago. The defendants are also charged with numerous other counts, including attempted homicide, aggravated motor vehicle theft, assault, menacing, and robbery. A lot of violence, right? Theft, assault, menacing, and robbery. Yeah, lots of violence there. We believe these individuals share a common goal, committing violence primarily against their rival gang members to gain notoriety, which I haven't been able to figure out exactly who that is yet, and perceived dominance over both their neighborhoods, said DA Beth McCann. This is very important development in our continuing effort to keep the community safe from violent organized criminal activities, and took a tremendous amount of work, Okay, here we go. Edgar's all around. We got Ali Fernando Lozano, Anastasia Marie Gomez, Angel Adrian Espinoza, Brandon Mark Santana, Emiliano Herman Nunez, Alberto Ulysses Torres Pacheco, Gloria Reyes, Ishmael Gabriel Roque, Isser, I never heard that name, Isser Daniel Mahia Michael, Jesse Anthony Vargas Vigil, Nevea Jordan Alvarado, Ricardo Corchado, Jaco Fonseca. Okay, and then here we go. We got 1 Edgar, 2 Edgar, 3 Edgars, 4, 5, 6. So we're out of 6%, 6 out of 8. So we're at a 75% Edgar ratio right now, and we're at 100% if we take away the women, right? Okay. So we're at 75%. That's 6 out of 8, 7, 8. Okay. We got 2 dudes. These dudes are wilding. Those might be Puerto Ricans or something. Look at them. You know what I mean? They might have an excuse. He's got that good hair. She looks strung out, boy. She the roughest, these 2 roughest looking ones. All right. So that's what we got going right now. 2DS. Could you guys hear me whenever I did that? Nobody's saying that, nobody's saying that it was off. The Edgar.